Welcome to the stage 3 of La Vuelta. Come with me.
The horn is tooted, the flag is waved, stage 3 of La Vuelta is officially underway.
There was a fast start to the day's action with plenty of attacks, but in the end only 4 riders went up the road. Sean Quinn in the pink of EF Education Easy Post, Luca van Boven in the red, white and yellow of Intermarché Wanty, Patrick Gamper in the purple of Jaco Alula, and Alessandro Vere of Arkea B&B Hotels wearing the polka dot jersey on behalf of Jonas Vingegaard. The Italian eyeing up the 5 points at the summit of Issiglio, which would potentially provide a springboard for attacks further back. For now though, as expected, Lidl Trek had taken control of the peloton for Pedersen, keeping the break within 2 minutes. The riders absolutely powering through the early part of the stage at more than 50 kilometers an hour. But at that speed, it wasn't long before they reached the climb of Issiglio. With the peloton easing off a bit, the breakaway riders began the climb with almost 2.5 minutes in hand. However, 4 soon became 3 as Gamper was dropped. And Van Boven wouldn't last much longer. Vere and Quinn heading to the summit together, while Lidl Trek were still setting the pace for Pedersen, looking to drop some of their sprint rivals. Vere closing on his objective of the day.
Question is going to be who's going to take the points. Vere is in a good position, he's in prime position, he crests the top of Issiglio, this second categorised climb. He takes the 5 points, he's worked hard for that.
Well, a group of riders were indeed dropped on the climb, including Philipsen, but they still had plenty of time to catch up again. However, that meant the Belgian wouldn't be going for points at the intermediate sprint at the bottom of the descent. Quinn and Vere rolling through first, which left a couple of bonus seconds available for the peloton. Pedersen making his move for Lidl Trek, with Vingegaard just keeping a close eye on Ciccone. In the end, 15 points and 2 seconds for Pedersen, just points for Vingegaard and Ciccone. Well, Vere soon realised the writing was on the wall and he sat up with 38k to go, leaving Quinn solo up at the front. The former American champion was eventually caught inside the final 20 kilometres, with the peloton still clipping along at 45 kilometres an hour. The road soon began to rise again as they approached the finish in Xeres. The pace remaining high on the run-in, and it was too hot for Philipsen to handle. The green jersey dropped with 8.5k to go. Lidl Trek had been doing the lion's share of the work, but Visma Lease Bike also popped up with a few kilometres remaining. When they hit the final climb itself, Victor Campenaerts put in a huge turn on behalf of the race leader Vingegaard. With some crazy hairpin turns, positioning here was absolutely key. Ciccone leading out for Pedersen with a few hundred metres to go.
Look at this from Max Pedersen. He's in the commanding position. He's going to take this final sweeping right-hand corner in pole position. He's being challenged by David Gaudu. David Gaudu gets the better of him. He's got the acceleration. David Gaudu is going to come through. And David Gaudu, the Frenchman, is the stage winner in Xeres.
Well, what a sensational effort from David Gaudu to secure his biggest win in years, his first at World Tour level since 2022. The Frenchman's been through some tough times, but this was a timely reminder of his abilities. It's a third Vuelta stage win after his double in 2020.
Mon David, let's go mon gars! Oh putain! Yes!
The season's been so difficult, and I haven't won at World Tour level since, I think, the Criterium de Dauphiné when I beat Wout van Aert, and now I can add beating Mads in a sprint to my CV. It's just a detail, but yeah, I have to say there's a lot of emotion right now. Third yesterday, first today, Gaudu is a man on form, taking his 13th career win ahead of Pedersen, Lidl Trek second for the second day running. Well, Vingegaard was third on the day. That was enough to keep hold of the red jersey. He and Gaudu are level on time, with Ciccone at 8 seconds. Vingegaard also goes top of the points classification, having taken 35 on the day. Ciccone is up to second, and he'll be wearing the green jersey tomorrow. Thanks to his efforts in the breakaway today, Vere recovers the polka dot jersey from Vingegaard. And there's no change in the youth classification. Juan Ayuso is still in white, leading 6 other riders on the same time. Tomorrow's 4th stage takes us from Italy to France with several early climbs before a downhill sweep into Voiron. Join us for that on Tuesday, and thanks for watching.
Yes! My God! Let's go, yeah! Ouais!